At 25 years old, $5,000 can become worth $500,000 by age 55. Let me say that again because I want it to sink in. $5,000. $500,000 at 55, that's the same money. 30 years apart, no extra jobs, no secret investments, no luck. Just time doing what time does when you allow it to. Now before you say, Nihat, that sounds too good to be true, in this video I'm going to show you the math, real numbers, real scenarios, no smoke, no gimmicks, and by the end you'll either be excited about what's possible or disappointed about the time you've already lost. Either way, both emotions are useful. Both can move people to action, and right now I want you to act. Stay with me. This might be the most important money video you watch this year. Today, we're covering 4 things. First, the actual math behind it, how $5,000 can become hundreds of thousands, step by step. So clearly that even if you hated math in school, and honestly, I did too, you'll understand exactly how it works. Second, why young people are sitting on the most powerful financial asset in existence, and most of them don't even realize it. Third, the 2 types of people I've watched for 25 years, the ones who start early and the ones who wait. I'll show you what their lives look like today. And fourth, how to go from zero to something real starting now. Let's begin. Part 1. The math. How it actually works. Let's do the math properly. This concept is called compound interest. You've heard the term before, most people have. But hearing it and truly understanding it are very different things. So let me show you. Imagine you invest $5,000 at age 25 into a broad market index fund. Historically, the stock market has returned around 10% annually over long periods, roughly in line with the S&P 500. Now imagine you never touch that money again. You don't add more, you don't check it every morning like I used to, which by the way, accomplishes nothing except increasing your stress. You simply leave it alone. Year 1, your $5,000 earns roughly $500. Now you have $5,500. Year 2, you earn 10% on $5,500, not on the original $5,000. That's $550. Now you have more than $6,000. Year 3, you earn 10% on that larger amount. And the process continues. Your money earns money, then that money earns money, then that money earns even more money. That's the snowball effect. At first, it grows slowly. Eventually, it becomes difficult to stop. After 10 years, your $5,000 has grown to roughly $13,000. Not bad after 20 years, about $33,000. Now it starts getting interesting. After 30 years, roughly $87,000. Wait a minute, I said $500,000. Where did the rest go? Here's the catch, I used a conservative 10% return. Historically, a diversified portfolio with dividends reinvested has often delivered returns closer to 12%. At 12%, 30 years, $5,000, approximately $524,000. 5,000 becomes more than $500,000. The math is real. The only thing you have to contribute is time. And this is the part that keeps me awake at night. Time is the one thing you can never buy back. Part 2. Why young people are sitting on a gold mine. I want to speak directly to anyone in their 20s. Right now, you possess the most powerful financial asset imaginable. Not a hot stock, not a trendy cryptocurrency, not a real estate deal. Time. You have decades of it, and most people don't realize how valuable it is. When I was in my 20s, I always thought I had plenty of time. There was always a reason to wait, rent, travel, life. Something always felt more urgent than thinking about 55-year-old me, and 55-year-old me would love to have a very serious conversation with 25-year-old me about that. Here's the comparison I want you to see. Person A starts at 25, invests $5,000, once never adds another dollar, leaves it invested for 30 years. At age 55, they have approximately $87,000 at a 10% return. Person B waits until age 35. Same $5,000, same return, but only 20 years invested. At 55, they have roughly $33,000, same money. 10-year delay, person A ends with $87,000. Person B ends with $33,000. That delay cost over $50,000, not because of a bad investment, because of waiting. And at 12% returns, the gap becomes dramatically larger. The cost of waiting can approach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Think about that for a moment. Part 3. 2 people, 2 outcomes. Let me tell you about 2 real people. I won't use names. I respect both of them, but the contrast matters. The first person started investing at 23. Nothing extraordinary, a small amount every month into a diversified index fund, consistent, almost mechanical. Like paying a bill, never tried to time the market, never chased stock tips. Through job changes, moves, relationships, good years and bad years, they simply kept investing. At 53, this person sat across from me and said they wanted to retire within 2 years. Not because they earned an extraordinary income, they didn't. They started early and stayed consistent. At 55, they retired on their own terms. The second person came from the same generation. They didn't start taking investing seriously until 40. By then, life was expensive children, mortgage payments, responsibilities. They eventually started investing, which was good. But every market decline felt terrifying because there wasn't enough time left to comfortably recover. Every interruption in saving felt painful. Today, they're still working, not because they want to, because they need to. Same country, same economy, similar opportunities, different starting dates. I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm sharing it because the stakes are too important to soften. The real risk isn't a number, it's your future. The difference between having options at 55 and not having them. Part 4. Starting from zero. Right now. Let me talk to anyone starting from zero. Maybe you're 25 and thinking, $5,000? I don't even have 500. Or maybe you're 35 and thinking, I already missed my chance. Both feelings are understandable. Both are terrible excuses for not starting. Here's the truth about zero. Zero doesn't mean you wait. It means you start smaller. There is no minimum amount required to begin. Even investing $100 per month consistently from age 25 can grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars over several decades. Not because $100 is magical, because consistency is. That's what I wish someone had explained to me when I was younger. The amount matters less than the habit. Someone investing $200 every month for 30 years will often outperform someone who occasionally invests much larger amounts. Because when time is on your side, consistency wins. Start simple. A low-cost index fund, not complicated strategies, not individual stock speculation, not anything you couldn't explain to a 12-year-old. Right now, your goal isn't to look smart, your goal is to begin and automate it. One of the best financial decisions I ever made wasn't choosing a stock or buying a property. It was setting up automatic monthly transfers into an investment account, money I never saw in my checking account, money that disappeared before I had the chance to spend it. You can't accidentally spend money that automatically leaves on the first day of every month. The setup takes 15 minutes. The impact can last a lifetime. Start small, stay consistent, automate the process, then let time do the heavy lifting. Conclusion. If there's one thing I want you to remember from this video, it's this. The most powerful financial asset any person can possess is not intelligence, it's not connections, it's not income, it's time, especially early time. The years between 25 and 55 may be worth more financially than most people realize. $5,000 at 25, $500,000 at 55. The same money, the same person, just time doing its work. The people who understand this early aren't geniuses. They aren't lucky. They simply respect the math and start before they feel completely ready. And here's the secret. Nobody ever feels completely ready. I didn't. My clients didn't. Almost everyone starts with a little uncertainty and a little fear, but they start. So here's my question for you. How old were you when you made your first real investment decision? Not a savings account, not something your parents chose, your first real investment. Leave it in the comments, and if you haven't invested yet, tell me that too, because your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. And one final question. If you could tell your 25-year-old self one thing about money, just one thing, what would it be? I already know my answer, and it might surprise you. Take care of yourself and take even better care of your money. I'll see you in the next video.